There was a headline that crossed just moments ago that Sam Bankman-Fried has asked a judge to redact the names of the co-signers on the bail agreement. There is a question not only about the machinations of this case, but who's backing him? Who is involved with him? Who are some of the people other than his parents, which also are interesting given that they are Stanford professors or were in the profession of law?
Yeah, and have worked with very big figures from Peter Thiel to Gary Gensler. So a lot of names here who know the Bankman-Frieds. But when you look at that idea here that you can't know who the co-signers are for this, there's a lot of frustration. This is a $250 million.
You guys have heard it right there, another breaking news about the Sam Bankman-Fried case that we're seeing. We're hearing more things come out, and, now things are starting to get frightening, in my personal opinion. Things are getting really frightening because, how does Sam Bankman-Fried have this sort of capability to ask them to not, publicize the guarantor's name and keep that as a secret? Because we're talking billions of dollars of user funds that have been lost, and you guys have seen, some names that have been dropped in this. The Bankman-Frieds know some of the biggest names when it comes to the financial sector, the, traditional markets. SEC players know these guys. So are these guys the one that are helping him bail out? Because he was helping them when the bull run was happening and, kind of giving them millions and millions of dollars, and now they are returning the favor. This is getting frightening, in my personal opinion, guys. You guys can see what has happened. Sam Bankman-Fried asked judge to keep his bail guarantor secret. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried asked a judge to keep confidential the identities of two people who will help secure his bail to protect them from public scrutiny and potential harassment. So this is unacceptable. If we're just talking about ethics, just on an ethical point of view, this is extremely unacceptable. He should not be allowed to have these guarantors kept as a secret, because we need to know who they are. If these are some big players that were involved with him during the FTX boom, when FTX was booming and everything looked like, it was just perfect. If those people were connected, we need to know. This is something that, all the investors that lost billions of dollars in FTX deserve to know. And, I think he's trying to play a loophole, trying to play a smart game where he can kind of keep those away, who's kind of, bailing him out. So, more information does not leak and more publicity does not come in regards to this case. But this is unacceptable. I think this should not be allowed. If this does get allowed, I think there are some major red flags right in front of us right now. It says if the two remaining sureties are public identified, they will likely be subject to prohibited scrutiny and potential targeted for harassment despite having no substantive connection to the case. Bankman-Fried lawyers wrote, consequently, the privacy and the safety of sureties are countervailing factors that significantly outweigh the presumptions of public access to very limited information and issues. So, you kind of understand from these guarantors, if they really were not part of the entire case at all, you would understand that people don't want to be, in the public's eye and getting the wrong blame on them, because that's what's going to come. Once these names come public, that is going to come, and they will face that harassment, which is going to be expected, because again, a lot of people are frustrated for losing billions of dollars. But again, with that being said, it's only fair to bring out these names, because we're talking billions of dollars and one of the biggest financial crimes in the finance history. So we need these names right away. The next few hours could be very, very interesting how this entire thing plays out. And all the red flags are adding up. I've been keeping you guys updated as to things that are not adding up. Who is favoring this guy? Who are these big players that are behind him? Things are not adding up, because right now, after committing the biggest financial crime, we still have this guy access to his Twitter account. And doesn't this tell us that who he has access to, and some communications that he can still take place throughout this social media platforms? Maybe he can destroy some massive evidence that could be used against him. But again, not adding up. And also, after his bail, you saw Alameda Research wallet once again active. This is a coincidence or what? It's him, definitely, in my personal opinion. It's not hard to connect all these dots. that it is him that is playing it, or a third person that has access to these, and this should not be allowed. But I would love to know your thoughts down below, what you guys think of this overall situation, and let me know down below. I would love to know your thoughts, because this, in my personal opinion, is totally unacceptable and is being thrown under a rug and kind of being forgotten about. We need to see more strictness in terms of this, because we're talking billions of dollars of users' funds, hard-earned money. So let me know down below what you guys think. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's been Crypto ZX, and peace out.